That summer, Kit Kat invites her boyfriend's cousin, Charlotte.
Oh my God! Little Jimmy has woke up. The centimeter is definitely standing. My 2 centimeters is up. You too. What it do, man? It is your boy Abdul up next. Hold up, man. It's not Abdul up next. They call me Dr. Dooley, and I'm back with another video today, man. Yes, Sirski, hit the like button on this video right now. I am bringing you guys a minute movie. I know y'all love them. I love them too, but this title kind of threw me off a little bit because I'm a hater, so I ain't like how this sounded. Y'all tell me what y'all think of this title. Average man travels through time to hook up with hot girls. I mean, I'm gonna take some notes on this video. So my brother, get you a little notepad and let's get some game. 3, 2. Now for real though, I'm about to do some good hating. It better not be what it think it is.
Story recapped here. Today, I'm going to explain a comedy, drama, and fantasy film called About Time. Spoilers.
Okay.
Watch out and take care. The Lake family resides in harmony at their house by the sea. There's the ever-busy mother, Mary. The always-active father, James. The charming
Mary
absent-minded
James?
uncle, Desmond.
Desmond? You sure that's not Humpty Dumpty? Dang! His hairline literally halfway down his forehead. Gramps? Let me take a look at the other two. She's a M-I-D-M-W.
Awkward son, Tim.
Timothy? Is that what we getting started? Timothy? Of course, look at how they explained him. I'm telling you, I'm calling out these Discord nerds straight up and nobody's believing me. His name's Tim. She described him as awkward.
Every year, they host a New Year's Eve party with family and friends.
Okay, that nice little
party,
wiggle.
Tim navigates through the crowd feeling awkward and dragged around by his friend, Jay.
Jay has an extreme butt chin. I don't know if you can see it yet, but he kind of got like a little strong chin. I like you though.
During the countdown to the new year, a girl he's been dancing with, Polly, leans for
Polly? Goodness gracious, can we get at least one baddie in here?
Off.
Polly looking like she's off some Molly. Where are you getting these females from, my guy? She looked like her name John, but okay, maybe I'm hating.
Leans for a kiss, but he shakes her hand instead.
Oh, smooth!
The following day,
that's my boy.
Overwhelmed with embarrassment and a terrible hangover. He's called into his father's study. James, his father, then tells Tim that he's about to share with him a secret that he's never told anyone before. According to James, the men born into their family, including Tim, can travel back in time, but it's limited to their own lifetime. They cannot go to a past they didn't experience or a place they've never been to. To do this, they must go to a dark place like a large cupboard and think of the place and time where they want to be, and they'll find themselves there.
Now he gets to go back in time and experience things that he's done in his past. Doesn't that sound a little creepy on James' end? James, what you gonna do? Relive being a middle schooler and go back and do that? You're a grown man in a middle school body. Still wrong, bro. Lock in. Who's the maker of these movies, bro?
Surprisingly, Tim thinks this is a joke. He shakes his head at his father, thinking that he's pulling his leg. To prove that it isn't true, Tim goes inside the closet and thinks of the New Year's Eve party last night. After a few seconds, he comes out of the closet and is surprised to see himself dressed in his clothes from yesterday.
Now that's lit.
Conversations echo from downstairs. He heads down and is immediately pulled by Jay, evading a table that he previously knocked over.
Man, that's too lit.
He kisses Polly, who reacts giddily. Afterward, Tim goes back into the closet and travels to the present.
Oh my God! You ain't even finished the play? You ain't even finished the play? What are we watching, bro? Whistle. If you was gonna go back in time, you should have at least finished the play, my guy. You went back in time for a peck on the lips. Bro, what am I watching, bro?
Realizing that the time travel is real, he listens to his father's experience about the ability, discovering how James seemingly had a lot of time for them. James advises Tim not to use the ability for money or power, so Tim decides that he'll use it to find love. That's
even worse, bro. What you mean you can't use your own ability to get money and power, but you can use it to get some bitches? That ain't lit. What's the point? Bro, that's not real. Tell me, do y'all agree with that, bro? That's kind of lame. If I have superpowers, why would I not use it to get some money? Use it to get some females? That's what God gonna set me for? That's really what the move is set up for. Not to live a better and blessed life, but to get more females, bro. That's not even fair. But I mean, shit, I'm gonna try to run into Ice Spice and go back 100 times till I actually hit my jumper.
That summer, Kit Kat invites her boyfriend's cousin, Charlotte.
Oh my God! Little Jimmy has woke up. The centimeter is definitely standing. My 2 centimeters is up. James really kind of lame, if I'm being honest.
As the family sunbathes with their guest one afternoon.
Oh my God! Now you my brother. Please tell me how you going in it. Cause this how I'm going. Cause me personally, I'm doing a top flow deep dive in that joint. I'm jumping off the top flow. Oh! Hey, I always been the type of guy to say pancakes over waffles.
One afternoon, Tim hopes to get on Charlotte's good side. Seeing an opportunity, Tim agrees to put sunscreen on Charlotte's back but ends up spilling the bottle of it. Feeling humiliated, he travels back in time and acts more casually and carefully about it. Throughout the summer, Tim attempts to impress Charlotte but fails each time until it is too late. And then finally, it's Charlotte's last day in the house.
Tim, I'm not gonna cap. By taking this good look at you, bro, go ahead and wrap it up and give it up, brother. You're not him. You're not him, bro. She's mine. She's somebody watching this. She's not yours, bro. You're trash.
On the evening before she leaves, Tim hopes to confess his feelings for her but is instantly shot down before he could, discovering that Kit Kat already warned Charlotte that he might do this. Charlotte wonders if things would have turned out differently if he talked to her before her last night at their home. The thought gives him an idea. Tim travels back in time to confess to Charlotte in the middle of summer. But this time, Charlotte tells him to ask her again on her last night.
Why it gotta be about her, bro? I can't lock. Tim, you getting too many chances, bro. See, a dude like you, that's why you trash. It took you 100 tries to get one girl. Tim, I want to fight you. I don't even know you, bro. Stop talking to her, bro. You're not him. I would be the type of guy that go to her and be like, you're going for Tim? Now, I heard Tim used to do this. Tim, I ain't gonna lie. I'd go to that shorty and say you used to do crack back in the day and I knew you my whole life and I don't know nothing about you.
At their home. This confirms that he never had a chance with Charlotte, no matter what. Tim finally gives up on pursuing her. The day after Charlotte left, Tim leaves their home and moves to London, where he stays with James' friend, Harry.
He got ran out of his own place because he got curved. He got curved so hard he had to relocate areas. Okay, trash, robot. Yeah, chat, y'all let me know if y'all feeling, bro. I'm not feeling, bro. Wow, you thirsty so hard you go 100 times at one shorty? I ain't gonna lie, a no is one time. It's garbage.
Tim is excited for the new chapter of his life ahead but is disappointed to learn that Harry is a short-fused playwright. In the first 6 months, Tim hasn't had any luck in romance, finding that his career as a lawyer acquaints him mostly with other men.
Oh my God!
One night, Jay takes him to Don's Le Noir, the restaurant where the guests dine in total darkness. Here, they are seated next to a woman named Mary and her friend, Joanna. In the darkness, Tim and Mary
about to go on a 2-man?
Have a great time.
In the darkness? In the darkness? Nah. Bro needs to check if he not burnt. You telling me you just one night stand at a girl in the bar? You're not him, buddy. Go ahead and check if your meat not burnt. You lost your V card at 22. You a whole lawyer, got money, still nothing. And then you burnt. Now you gotta go ahead and get tested. I'm sorry, bro. I'm getting out of character. I'm about to get mad in this joint, bro.
After dinner, Tim and Jay finally meet the girls face to face. Tim is stunned upon seeing Mary. And it's pretty evident that sparks have flown as the couple lay eyes on each other. She gives him her phone number before parting ways. Tim walks back home with a skip in his step, only to be welcomed by Harry's angered growl. The opening of his play was ruined by the lead actor forgetting his lines. Wanting to make things better, Tim goes back in time and joins Harry in the theater just before opening night. He approaches the lead actor, Tom,
but this is
and
not
convinces him to practice his lines. This works.
They said Tom didn't know his lines because he ate his lines. You catch the fact he eating some shit. You ate your lines, bro.
And convinces him to practice his lines. This works. But then another actor forgets his lines instead. Tim goes back in time
so stop trying to cheat, you bot.
The play turns out to be a success. However,
bro,
when
he's
Tim
cheating,
checks his phone, he realizes that Mary's number is no longer there. His travels in time had erased his lovely evening with Mary.
So what you get?
Tim joins.
Bro literally traveled in time so hard he don't even got the life where he had the shorty. That's what you get. Stop cheating, restarting and stuff, bro.
Ecstatic Harry for breakfast the next day. Harry shares the newspaper where Tim finds an ad for a Kate Moss exhibition in the city. Remembering that Mary is a fan of Kate Moss, he spends the week at the exhibit, hoping to run into her.
Did he really?
After a whole week, Mary finally walks in, and Tim nervously approaches her. However, their interaction doesn't go smoothly, and he learns that Mary now has a boyfriend named Rupert.
That's what you get! Her boyfriend named Rupert! You sat there and camped at an art exhibit for 7 days trying to find a shorty, bro. That is literally stalking. But that's a crime, bro. You committed 3 crimes already.
Tim learns that Mary met Rupert at Joanna's party. He learns the details of the party and goes back in time to stop it from happening. Tim arrives at Joanna's apartment and convinces Mary to leave the party with him before Rupert arrives. Mary is a little hesitant, but she feels a magnetic force pulling her towards him. As they leave,
bro, he's
they
straight
brush past
hating,
Rupert,
bro. This is
who
great
unknowingly
behavior.
walked past his supposed future girlfriend. Meanwhile, the two have a lovely dinner where they get to know each other even more. Tim ends up walking Mary home, and she invites him up to her apartment. The atmosphere turns hot, and they take the date.
Bruh, no. Bruh, no, I'm not. No, bruh, no. Bruh, no. Bruh, no. Bruh, no. He had to try 50 times, and we're gonna sit up here and root this guy on? No. Not even coming back more saucy or nothing. No game. Straight awkwardness and forcing it.
Turns hot, and they take the date to the bedroom. But after awkwardly tripping over Mary's shoes and having difficulty unclipping her bra, Tim experiences an awkward first sexual encounter with Mary. In time, and this time, he skips over Mary's shoes and quickly undresses.
Bro, that what? Now he's cheating the game. He got cheeks 2 times, 1 occasion, but this is not fair.
The couple spends the perfect first night of
Bro,
passion.
you a player hater, bro.
Over the following
Y'all landed on the floor. Bro, you so
months,
not it, bro.
Their relationship continues to bloom, and the couple eventually moves in together. While at the theater
Oh
with a
my
coworker
God.
named Rory, Tim encounters Charlotte, but the conversation quickly turns awkward. He tries a second time, but it doesn't go well again. For the third attempt, he decides not to approach her, and instead, Charlotte spots him and initiates the conversation. Charlotte invites him to dinner, where she mentions her regrets about turning him down in the past. Charlotte asks him to walk her to her apartment and tempts him to go inside with her.
What? No. Now he's
Inside with her,
no.
but Tim refuses. Being able to turn down his first love helps Tim realize how deeply he loved Mary. He runs back home and wakes her up to propose to her. It ends up not as romantic as he expected, so he does it again.
Bro, that's trash.
The second time, she says yes. That summer, Tim takes Mary home to meet his parents. Mary and her mother get along, and Tim spends quality time with his father. To his surprise, Kit Kat is also home after having a horrible time in London. The Lake family bursts in joy upon the announcement of Tim and Mary's wedding and
Humpty Dumpty over there smiling, bro. I know you're not smiling.
Mary's pregnancy. Their wedding ceremony is filled with romance and laughter, even though it stormed during the ceremony and the wedding reception. The tent is torn and blown by
as
the
it
wind,
should.
and so everyone is forced to take cover in the house. Tim goes
Yeah,
back.
man, they should have blew off everything. Blew off the doves, everything. They should have blew everything. They should have blew the little 2-year-old who got forced there that don't even know the people there. Should have blew his shoes off of him. All that.
In time and switches his best man when Rory, Harry, and Jay mess up their speeches until finally, he chooses his father. Months later, Mary gives birth to their daughter, Posey.
Oh! Ah! Ah! He put in work. He's not just out there playing. He out there putting in work. My guy going in raw. My guy going in raw, bro. You named your daughter Posey, my guy? Forget that. Posey. You gotta get roasted. I'm sorry that your parents are cracked. I'm hating, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm hating on the little one too. But I'm really hating on the parents right there. What is a Posey?
Tim is mesmerized at the experience of raising a child, both for its precious moments and the difficulties. They move into a new house, and soon, it's Posey's first birthday. All the guests arrive,
Look at Posey.
including Harry and Rory, but Kit Kat is late to the party. The doorbell rings, and Tim answers it, but instead of Kit Kat, it's her troublesome boyfriend, Jimmy.
Okay, Jimmy. Yo, Jimmy, I hate people like you too. I like these typical like cool guys in these movies and stuff, all bogus.
He and Kit Kat argued earlier.
How is he
that
a
day,
troublesome?
which
He
ended
looks
with
like a
Kit Kat
law-abiding
driving by
citizen.
herself. Kit Kat had been drinking earlier that day, leading her to crash her car on the way to Tim's house.
Oh
Hoping
man.
to save her, Tim goes back in time and picks her up from her home instead. But this doesn't solve the problem. Kit Kat maintains a drinking problem stemming from her unhappy relationship with Jimmy. Tim talks to his sister, hoping to reach out to her.
Kit Kat is drinking because of her relationship. My man's Tim. He on some future time and he over there ruining her life and shit. Hey, bad person to bad person. I'm feeling you, gang. Keep being evil.
When it doesn't work, he takes Kit Kat back in time during the New Year's Eve party where she met Jimmy. But instead of flirting with Jimmy, she releases her pent-up anger on him and punches him despite him not remembering.
Oh my
her in
God!
the timeline. The siblings go back to the present, and immediately, Kit Kat realizes her feelings for Jay. This time, she dates Jay instead, and their relationship turns out better than she had.
Oh man, Kit Kat really depressed. She just dating anybody now. Who, Jay? You mean pube hair? Mister with the pubes.
With Jimmy. Having saved his sister's life and happiness, Tim heads back home but finds that he has a son instead of his daughter, Posey.
Oh my lord.
The sudden realization.
I ain't gonna lie, Timothy. That ain't looking like your child. I'm looking at your hair color, then I'm looking at your child. I don't know, dog.
Posey. The sudden realization makes his heart sinks. Immediately, he goes into a cupboard and goes to the past when his son was born to talk to James. James confirms that any change he makes before his child is born is likely to result in a different child being conceived. If he wishes to keep Posey, he can never change anything that happened before she was born. Unable to accept losing the daughter he knew, Tim goes back again in time to undo the changes he made to Kit Kat's life and allows her car accident to happen. With Kit Kat in the hospital, Tim and Mary stay by her side until she recovers.
Oh my God, that's evil! Oh, that's evil! Oh my God!
Their support leads Kit Kat to decide on changing her life for the better. Remembering the alternate timeline when she's happy with Jay, Tim suggests for Kit Kat to start seeing him. Arriving home from the hospital, Tim relishes in his daughter's presence. Their happiness inspires him to have another child. Despite Mary's protests at first, they conceive their son 2 years later. One evening, Tim helps Mary prepare to meet her company's best-selling author, but they accidentally leave Posey downstairs, where she destroys the manuscript from Mary's office. Tim wants to use time travel to fix it, but their night is interrupted by a call from his mother, announcing that James has been diagnosed with terminal cancer.
Oh no!
Tim, Mary, and Kit Kat visit the beach house where Tim talks to his father. Their time travel cannot undo his cancer without risking Tim and Kit Kat's births. In the end, time travel cannot fix everything life throws at them. James gives Tim what he deems is a far more important
fix everything. The fact y'all even got it ain't fair. I need time travel. I fumbled so many first dates with shorties. If I could get it back, do you know what I would do?
Lesson for their ability. The first is to go through life as normally as possible, with all the everyday tensions and worries. Secondly, after he lives the day once for the first time, he should go back and relive moments of his life while paying attention to how sweet the world can be. Tim follows his advice and finds happiness in both the mundane and the special moments in his life. However, there are still days that he doesn't wish to relive, such as the day his father died. Not ready to say goodbye, Tim travels back in time to visit his father while he's still in good health.
Hey, that's lit, bro. Hey, bro, that's good, bro. That's good.
That he can still visit his father back in time whenever he misses him. One day,
that's good.
However, Mary decides that she wants a third child. Tim hesitates, knowing that having a third child will disable him from visiting his father again. With much thought, he lets go of the past and decides to carry on with the future.
Oh my God. So you mean to tell me if you have 3 children, your power don't work no more? I ain't gonna lie, I'm being selfish. I ain't having no kid.
He then agrees to have another child. Months later, Mary is heavily pregnant and will be giving birth soon.
Sheesh.
This is Tim's last chance to visit his father in the past. He goes back in time and
you
plays
switched
table
up on
tennis
your
with
dad,
his father
bro.
for the last time. Seeing the sadness in Tim's eyes, James realizes that it is their last time together. He accepts this and lets him know that he agrees with his son's decision. As a treat, they both travel back in time to when Tim was a young boy.
Oh wow, that's lit!
More energy, James and Tim run and play by the beach for the last time.
Yo, this
Tim
is
says
awesome.
his final goodbyes to his father and returns to the present time when his third child is born. Years pass, and Tim continues with life normally, spending both the laughs and tears with his family. He has completed his family with Mary, while Kit Kat also gives birth to her child with Jay. One morning, he allows Mary to sleep in and prepares breakfast for his kids, relishing their presence. Tim decides to never time travel again, living each day as if it's the second time he's lived it. This time, he focuses on appreciating life, from the big events to the smallest details.
Oh my God. Shout out to these 4 people right here. If you didn't know, I give a shout out to 4 people at the end of every video because they like the video. So like this video and let me know that you liked it in the comment section. I'll go through and pick 4 people to give a shout out like these 4 special people right here. Right now, all I think about this video is this video was straight up unfair. Like, come on. If I want to go back and get some cheeks, I can't go back and do that. Why he get to go back and do that? That ain't cool. He replayed those moments 50 times till he got a chance with that girl. That same girl he married, he tried to get her 20 times in another life, didn't get it. Imagine I meet Beyonce, then I do that. That's not cool, bro. You cheat the game. So no, I don't respect that. Join the Reddit, join the Discord. Both are in the description. I need you guys to join both of those things. I got a second channel called More Abdullah up next. Go join that too. It's your boy Dooley. I'm gone.